Today on Weenie Envy, Nightveil Specter. Nightveil Specter from Gatecrash. It's part of the Dimir guild. It's 2/3 creature with flying for 3 mana. And this is a hybrid mana symbol. It means you can pay blue or black for each of these. You can choose to do 2 black and 1 blue, or 2 blue and 1 black, or 3 blue, 3 black, or however you want to do it in any combination of blue and black mana, and you can get it out as a 2/3 flyer. It has the added ability that when it deals combat damage to a player, that player exiles the top card of his or her library. Now, while that's an interesting, that doesn't seem like much. Exiling the cards at the top of the library is a form of a mill strategy, but it's this extra ability at the bottom that makes them potentially very broken. You may play the cards exiled with Nightveil Specter. So, if you play abilities or artifacts, enchantments, instants even, that put cards on top of your opponent's library, or when they try to tutor for a card on your turn or at the end of their turn, I don't know why they do that, but being able to exile the top card of the library with this damage is combat damage. It can slow them down, it can turn the strategy around. It works very well with Ashiok, for example, because being able to play cards exiled with Nightveil Specter, you have to be able to play them for their mana, but you can actually play their lands. You can play your opponent's lands from the exiled pile, and that means you get possibly a mana advantage. Even if you're not drawing the lands, being able to put them out for colorless mana, it also means your opponent doesn't get them. And when it's a land like a Maze of Ith or Thespian Stage or anything that can copy things or come into play with Infect, it's worthwhile to get, like the 3 I just named there. So, Nightveil Specter being able to just mill off the top of their library, you get possibly useful cards with their lands, or if they have a black card or blue card or black and blue card, you'd be able to cast that because you can tap for that color mana to cast them. And of course it works very well with Ashiok, works very well with cards like Memory Lapse, where you counter the spell and the spell goes to the top of your library and then you just exile it with Nightveil Specter. You can pick and choose, like, wow, that's a great spell, I can cast it, I'll counter it, put it on top of your library, and then swing out, get it, and play it. And that works very well. That works very well in Tiny Leaders, it works very well in Commander, and it also works for Devotion. See, it counts as both 3 black mana and 3 blue mana. So if you have Thassa out, or Erebos, or Phalanx, then you'd be able to more easily turn them into a creature. Or at the very least, you get a lot of mana out of that. So, Nightveil Specter, an excellent Weenie creature, perfect for Weenie Envy, and I hope this card has inspired you to build a deck. I also hope that you're having a wonderful morning, a wonderful afternoon, or a wonderful evening, and I hope tomorrow's even better. Take care, everybody.